Man, these clapping hands, I agree. Kafka is amazing. Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer. This is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail, and we have to go back into this world where we were a Misha. I believe Misha is going to have something way more important to do with the story as we go forward. So I'm really interested to see just where they end up here. Because honestly, it's one of those things I said last time, one of my favorite things about any type of writing, and it doesn't happen often, but I do like when it does happen, is the character you don't expect to be like super important. That's just like a character who like is sweet or adorable. I think they could be more important than we even think they are. So we have to go here again, do the support Robin on our journey. I think we might have to skip through some dialogue again, maybe. But we'll see here. Yes. It goes through this again.
I am now aware of everyone's stance. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of penacony.
There we go. And so now we're going to be following Misha.
I'm not entirely sure.
It's okay.
Let's give it a try.
Look at the way he dashes. He's so fast. That's my boy. I'm like at the track meet. That's my boy right there. Calm down, sir. No, it's my boy.
Did you manage to choose the right door on your first try?
Wow.
Weird.
Oh.
This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before and even lived here for a while.
Oh man, Misha definitely has something like way deeper going on, right?
If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway.
Okay.
Clocky and I used to sit by the fire, listening to the crackling of firewood. And the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor and making up stories for each of them.
Wait. So wait, remember when we came here we had like the playrooms, remember? Was Misha there before? So Misha like was playing with these toys.
Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef?
What is happening here?
This could be a case of amnesia. But don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past.
I suppose.
Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. We can surely get them back.
But like that would be, she's right in saying that is kind of and like it is something that like we can try and help you with, but like it's also would be terrifying, right? It'd be so scary. Like imagine recognizing a place, but like it's the it's like the opposite of what you like knew your whole life. Why would it's like I grew up in Dreamflux Reef. Why would I know this place?
Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms and see if you can recall anything more?
Right.
Yeah. Then let's check out the rooms I just mentioned.
Sure, we will. Because remember when we first came here, we did like inspect like an area that was like a playroom. Remember, like because there was a birthday going on there. I wonder if this is going to be the same thing. It is. This is the same room. But this is Mikhail was mentioned here though, right? So Misha was.
I heard some noises from the room. Origami Bird? That's a friend of mine.
Wait, Misha, what is happening, buddy?
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass Crew. Just like Clocky and Miss Mira.
Compass Crew.
And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same.
Okay.
They follow Miss Mira's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
So is this all part of the cartoon then as well then?
Sailors? Can origami birds be sailors?
They can now. If my son says they can, they can.
Could you tell us more about the compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
Oh my god, Clocky One Piece. Is this like legitimately like parts of the story, obviously?
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
So why would they be going on a journey now?
Huh? Oh, that does seem to be the
What is happening?
case.
What is happening right now?
Weird. I clearly remember Clocky arrived in the New World in the end.
What?
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
Oh my god, I love, by the way, can I say I love how Himiko's not putting pressure on Misha at all here? You know what I mean? Not saying like,
Where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
this is the stuff we kind of saw before, this writing, right? This is an origami bird I made for you. But yeah, I love that protecting Dreamville, just like they did with Clocky. You see what I mean, though? This is like, generally, I will protect them from harm. I'll protect you from harm. Like, I love them that Himiko didn't, because Himiko could have been like, come on, think a little bit harder. Why is this happening? Why is that different? Why do you think that Clocky, you know, just tried to explore the new world? But instead it's like, oh, maybe this is what's happening, you know, not to put too much pressure on him or anything like that. You know what I mean? I think it's actually like a very good thing. But there's something going on here that like Misha has something in his brain and something from deep within that he knows a lot more about this stuff. And here, like, was the area we start off with. And I remember Mikhail was mentioned here. I remember for sure Mikhail was mentioned here. I remember this place, like, so well because it was one of the first areas we even saw in Penacony. TikTok. Oh, we're getting this writing again. Before we go any further, by the way, first thing is a reminder to everybody, and I have to remind people sometimes all the time, and I might as well do it in the midst of this exploration of this story. I do not need your spoilers. I do not need you to hint at anything. Again, I know there is a need sometimes in people's minds with like, Calvin needs to know this. I don't. If it hasn't happened in the story, we don't talk about it whatsoever. And that's just end of. There's no debating. There's no, whatever I say is a spoiler is a spoiler. That's the end of. I know like some people are like, well, I don't see it as a spoiler. If I say that a hint is a spoiler, it's a spoiler. If I say you saying they're going to have dark green bushes in the next game and not bright green shrubbery in the next world, that is a spoiler to me. We don't talk about it. You might be like, well, that's kind of weird. It may be weird to you guys. It might be weird to someone. I don't think it's weird to the most of you. It's just end of. I got to get that across. And again, I want to make clear, I haven't been spoiled anything, which is actually very, very fantastic. I'm very, very grateful for that because I have great moderators. But sometimes there will be hinters, and I always want to make sure as we're getting closer to the end of the story like that we make sure that that's not happening.
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the watchmaker.
Yes.
So, who is he talking to? Do you know anything about it, Misha?
That's the thing, because Misha, like, if Misha was here...
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the watchmaker. But Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's
Wait,
name.
what? Your grandfather's the...
Grandpa? Do you
Misha.
mean you're the watchmaker's grandson?
Whoa.
But we haven't heard anything about the watchmaker having descendants.
Oh, and people... Yeah.
And the name Mikhail is not rare.
Yeah. Okay.
Perhaps it's merely a coincidence.
It could be. And also, like, if people take over the watchmaker's name, could people take over Mikhail's name as well? You know what I mean? They could. But, like, it's too much of a coincidence, though. Like, this is a place that we came to at the start of this game that had the name Mikhail everywhere, and then he also recognizes his place. It's too much of a coincidence for me.
Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms.
Wow.
He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old.
That's very
He
sweet.
believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers.
So he was a seafarer. And it is very sweet as well, like how he talks about him here. Misha's like, hey, I don't want to call him Grandpa because it makes him sound old. Some older people are kind of like that as well. My grandmother always like has this mentality of like, I remember one time she was like, she's old, like she's older, like, you know, she definitely is an elderly person. But I remember like she was getting on the train one time and she even said like to me like, I was on the train the other day and those old people don't respect anyone. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Not that insulting old people, but I'm saying like it's so funny that like my elderly grandmother was like, those old people. And I kind of respect it a lot, you know? It's kind of funny.
Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea.
Oh, the excitement in Misha's voice.
I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
Very cool.
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the watchmaker. So, perhaps it's just a coincidence?
Possibly, but then again, there is imagery of like seas and penacony as well, you know what I mean? The lost sea and stuff, I guess there is imagery of that, I don't know.
So, where is your grandpa now?
There is imagery of that.
He went off on a new journey, and it's been quite a while since I last saw him.
Misha's a very nervous lad as well. Look at the way he like guards himself when he speaks sometimes.
I think I hear the sound of water.
Yeah?
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead.
So you need to keep yourself safe too. Okay, Mikhail? So again, that's what I'm saying. These words like Mikhail is up here, these remnants, these echoes of the past are here. To me, it's too much of a coincidence, I promise you. It's too much of a coincidence that that Misha remembers this place. And it's interesting as well, like, you know, what it's said so far is like about like the idea of protecting him as well. And I think, I don't know if you can go back in here to see the other text as well. So it's like, because I like to see what it says as well again. Or will it show up again? Maybe not. Maybe not. The music in there is so pretty as well though. But yeah, yeah, it's too much of a coincidence for me. It's too much.
Look, there it is.
Oh yeah, this. We saw this with was it with Acheron or Firefly we saw this? Because it has been months since we've been here, right? But I remember we saw this like upside down, right?
The water resembles a precious jewel embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
So the water resembles precious jewels embedded in the dreams of all seafarers, and every time I gaze at shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, down by your side. I thought maybe there's something to this. Maybe there's more.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Is that something something someone said?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook.
Ah.
He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house.
Very interesting. Cause so what actually like that meaning there was like that it just reminded him of home.
He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side, and the difficulties at sea didn't seem quite as challenging.
That's very beautiful, right? That's very beautiful.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments.
Yeah? Don't sigh or you start getting gray hair. You're talking like an elder. I don't want to say either of these things. Why can't we just say, yeah, you're right, March. You're lovely. I love you so much. I guess this is like...
I'm not
Yeah,
an
she shook as a
elder.
joke.
I was just being a bit sentimental.
Yeah. Honestly, it's okay. Be sentimental. You're a sweetheart.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul.
Beautiful sentiment, Himiko.
Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown, the fountain in front of his house serves as a compass, leading him back to his cherished ones.
Himiko, I love Himiko again as being so good with Misha. And here's the thing, let's just be honest. Himiko's really good at like calming us down as well and making us feel very warm and in a very secure place as well. So like her being kind of like all the stuff that you're remembering here, it's like, you know, let's put it into like like a few other terms as well.
Yeah. Well, Grandpa was at
Oh, he's
home.
adorable.
We would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made, into the pool.
So the compass was a toy boat.
Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
Right. Which is, you know, you are still very young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
I'm not letting it go yet. I'm not letting it go yet, Marge. I'm not. But what Himiko said here as well is very beautiful too, by the way. I talked about how like she put it into like different terms and it is very beautiful. But the idea that there's a fountain within everyone's souls, like it's the same thing of like when someone eats like maybe like maybe if like you find a proper place that does a food that you love from back home, or like, you know, maybe you hung out at like a Hot Topic in one place, and you go to the Hot Topic going into another country you're living in, and it makes you feel like you're back home. Like there is like I love that beautiful sentiment.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his
That's the
childhood
thing. And why would
memories.
Mikhail like give us his bubble then?
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
That's what I was thinking. Is it metaphorical? We have a lot of metaphorical ideas with the sea, and Mark, you're so right.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably, like water flowing from a fountain.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it whatsoever. Do not worry about it.
Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further.
Yeah, but don't put any pressure on yourself at all. At all. At all. Oh yeah, before we go any further, in terms of that spoiler character, everything's fine. Excuse me. I legitimately was able to avoid it like very easily, like incredibly easily. It showed up on the screen. I had my back turned to the screen, and I tapped X, and I thanked the person who told me like that's kind of like, you know, you will have to accept it when you boot up the game. And I haven't been in the character menu yet at all, but as well, also the same thing as well. I have like all the characters I really want leveled up, and I have all my teams made already that are leveled up to the point I needed to. So like I'm not really like too bothered about that either. So like I'm like at a stage now where it actually was not too bad to avoid the spoilers. It really wasn't. And so if anyone's worried about that, I also like, I don't know if I'll show it here, but like I just wanted to show people the legs, like, and I probably won't share it, but I like filmed myself with my back turned to the screen, and like I was like, this is what I do to avoid spoilers, in a very funny way. But like, who knows, maybe we'll get self-conscious and won't show that, but still, you know what I mean? It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard at all, and I thank the person who let me know about the way that was going to be accepted.
The opposite side, right?
No, we should turn left here.
And Misha knows again. Is it something very important? I wish to share your burden. So obviously, someone asking someone if like they're if something's bothered them, I guess.
Huh? Something feels different about this place.
You think so?
This is it. I remember this corridor.
I want to go too. Is this wanting to go on the adventures with your grandpa as well?
Up ahead is Grandpa's study.
Don't go.
It was in that room that I saw him the last time.
And it's affecting Misha's heart here a lot as well. You can hear the change in tone, the tone of the voice. So it's like, don't go, all right? So is this them asking like Mikhail? Because remember wasn't part of the original story like asking Mikhail that Mikhail was leaving, or something like that?
We've overcome so many challenges, so many times.
The voices of Clocky. Captain Misha, we are now heading in the direction. We finally come out of the fog. Across the ocean is our destination. We've lost so many. We've overcome so many challenges. We lost away so many times. Not even the sea can stop us. But in the end, we've arrived in the new world. We can't even activate this yet. I guess that might be a thing after this.
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
And again, it looks like they found the new world as well. Clocky and yeah.
Misha, you finally come.
Well, we know Clocky does hang out with Misha.
Clocky, you're here. Huh. Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Okay, come on now. There has to be... Misha has to have a connection. Has Misha met Clocky for the first time in Mikhail's study?
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived.
Oh, okay. That's interesting that again, I wonder if it's talking about something naturally happening, but like...
To ensure that everyone had land to settle on, he had to continue exploring the sea in search for the source of the rising seawater.
So interesting. It's so interesting, this story now, because again, like, it's like the idea of like, are we talking about penacony, or are we talking about Asdana? But in this case as well, there's like traveling just to find out why the sea is rising, which again is you might not even like be able to find that, but I wonder if that's why they found the new world as well, trying to find maybe another place to live, I guess.
On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey.
But that was cocky, you found the new world, sorry.
However, I could sense the gravity in his expression.
Okay.
It was the same look I had seen on my father's face.
Oh, Misha.
Before his final voyage.
So he felt that like maybe he might not see his grandfather again?
I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere, and told me to stay home, and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
Like almost like a premonition of something that might happen as well, so like he was supposed... Like a very specific instruction, right?
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars.
Wait.
He spoke of a train that transports children with a desired
Wait.
adventure far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping.
Weren't we when we brought... So I think he's talking about the Astral Express, right? But wasn't he brought... We were brought here to penacony after we heard the sound, after Himiko heard the sound of a Trailblazer welcoming us here, right? We know that Mikhail was a Trailblazer, right? We know this. So did he ask Misha to wait for us to come here? Like we were the reason that we had to wait for the Trailblazers to arrive? Because that's what he's talking about us.
He said that he knew the crew on the train.
Oh.
That he had asked them to take me along.
Stop.
He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
So Misha, like he wanted Misha to be a Trailblazer. He believed that was the best thing for Misha. Oh my god, that's equal parts like cute and amazing, and also like I don't know, I'm getting really emotional thinking about it.
A train?
It 100% is the Astral Express, especially since the reason we were even brought here was because of that sound. I wonder if the sound was the sound of the Astral Express.
It's the Astral Express.
Oh my god.
I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star.
Again, this is too much of a coincidence for just to be like for it to be a coincidence, right? It can't be a coincidence at this stage. It's too much of a coincidence.
Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination.
Wow.
And then, it was as if I heard
What did you hear?
the distant sound of a train whistle, echoing.
So that's the
throughout
sound of
hills.
the train whistle. Oh my god. So like Mikhail said to Misha basically that like you're not going to be taking my journey with me. The journey you're going to see is a sea of stars. You're going to be they're going to take, and he said people who are like, children, people who are younger, people who are like want to go on a new journey to find themselves. And what a perfect place for someone like that who does want to like become someone new, or I guess not even become someone new, but wants to go on a journey. Like there's no better place to be with people. He wanted the Astral Express to take Misha on a new journey.
Exactly, Misha. And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
Please. Because he might not even just mean us. Wait, this is actually part of this. Okay, so he might not even mean us as well. It might have been just like any like of the Trailblazers that could show up and like bring him on this journey. But yeah, he heard the sound of a train whistle. That is a really, like, beautiful touch. It really is.
This is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find the exit. But where can we find the last piece?
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this place.
Wait.
Hey, the shape seems to match. So this shard is also
Oh my
connected
god.
to Misha?
And also, by the way, Misha, they said Misha has to wait at the door for a sound. His eyeballs are a key, like to a keyhole to a door.
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth.
No.
Let's get to the other side
I'm so
and
excited.
investigate.
I'm so excited. Let's go. Okay, so we have this down here. No, it is here. Wait, is it here? No, it's here. Where's this? Where's this? I'm not even paying attention that much, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, it's gonna open up the rift. It's not that I'm not paying attention right now. It's just that I was so excited that I wanted to, like, I was like, oh, is this it? This is it? Because I didn't even know. Oh my god.
Want a prize?
What do you think of this, Himiko? I agree. Not Himiko, Kafka. Himiko would kill me. I had Himiko on the brain. Himiko would kill me. Let's go. Himiko would end my life.
This is it. This is my room of
A
clocks.
room of clocks.
While I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop. And it became my secret base.
Walder. Have we heard the name Walder?
Here, I learned how to repair clockworking gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new
So the
world.
stories that he was telling, which kind of makes sense, the stuff he was playing, like, it wasn't the actual real story, it was him making up new stories, right? And I wonder if, like, him trying to find the new world, was that, like, his sense of adventure and wanting to go off on a new adventure? But not only was he, like, repairing clocks, he was playing this game, right?
I was born and raised
So he
here.
now realizes, okay, it wasn't the Dreamflux Reef.
So this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home.
And it didn't really activate until Misha showed up here?
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise,
Be as precise as you want.
this dream bubble itself is my home.
Wait. He was born within a dream?
Looks like you've remembered everything.
Wait, is he saying he was born within a dream bubble? And he lived within a dream bubble?
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something?
I'd
I
like it more
don't?
explained, but it seems like he's saying he lived in a dream bubble. Too bad I'll say I don't either because I wanted to hear as much as possible. I want to hear as much as possible.
Marge, do you remember when she mentioned a clocky that only she could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
I love this as well. She's bringing up Welch not because like, oh, he's more trustworthy than our eyes, but it's more of a case of like he's not here right now and he saw it too.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
I mean, in a way, like, yes, they do have an adventurous spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky.
But Misha can as well.
And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky.
Okay. I noticed that too. Yeah. 100%.
A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by someone for the
Wait.
nameless.
Wait. Is this whole thing a message left just for the Trailblazers? That only the Astral Express would be able to see it. And I wonder if Misha was that hidden thing that like made the message reveal itself as well, right? Because every time we've talked to Clocky, Misha has been there or at least around there, right?
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze
I
yet.
wonder what's happening with that because again, every single time I feel like we've seen Clocky, Misha's been around, right?
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Oh. Oh no. Oh, Misha. I haven't either. Right? Did Acheron? Was it Acheron? Maybe Acheron did? Oh no.
Wait. No way!
Oh my god.
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born.
Holy.
I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a
Wait,
memory zone me.
So Misha is a meme. Misha is a memory zone meme. Because when I'm thinking back, like, yeah, I don't think I can remember, like, people having conversations with Misha, right? He only ever referenced other people. He never referenced, like, he never... Wait, even, like, when we, like, went to... Even when we went to, like, other locations, he didn't have full-on conversations with anybody, right? He didn't. At all.
I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clock.
So it was, again, that probably that sense of adventure that made him want to leave this place, so he was supposed to wait for us until he heard the sound of the train.
So it's not that the watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff
Oh my
inside
god.
ran away?
So literally, like, we filled it back up when we brought Misha back in here. Because he's the meme in here. He's like a memory zone meme. Oh my god. Again, the first person we interacted with on Penacony was Misha. The first person.
And the whistle you heard was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
Wait, so when we came to Penacony, that's when he left. That's when he left.
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story.
Please,
behind all
please,
this.
please. I'm seated.
It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details.
I am seated for this, whatever it is.
How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha?
Misha's such a
or-
pretty name.
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, please allow me to reintroduce
Sure.
myself.
What's his name?
I was born on Lushaka in the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure, a name that carried their hopes.
So he was adopted by the seafarers Mikhail and Shar. So he was adopted. So what's the name?
Mikhail Char Legwork, or simply Misha.
Wait. He's legwork? Wait. Oh, wait. If he's legwork, is that not the code for... First of all, his name Misha is literally a shortened version of Mikhail Shar, which is crazy, you know? It's literally Mikhail Shar, like the sound of it. Is legwork just like a last name or something? Like, is that what we're getting it here?
If you prefer, you can call me.
He is the
by your
watchmaker.
familiar
Oh my
name,
god!
The watchmaker.
Misha's the watchmaker. He's legwork then. That's the code legwork.
So you're the watchmaker himself?
My heart's I need, with this one of those moments, I need literally like someone sitting in like a chair with a pipe just explaining everything.
Unfortunately, that legendary figure
Ah.
is no more.
My heart is pounding.
I am only a reflection of his life.
So Misha is a reflection of the watchmaker. So he is the embodiment of legwork. So he wasn't the one on the Astral Express, but he is the embodiment of that. And so when he was, I guess, created, or like when he was brought here to this dream bubble, that's when, again, Misha, the combination of Mikhail and Shar, as a reflection, he was told to wait here for the Express?
As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream.
What?
Friend of Clonky. A young apprentice. and a future mechanic on the Express.
Please join the Express. So wait, so the reason why he's projected, he is a memory and a reflection, but the reason he is projected like this is because that's what he created in his games. Now, I'm a little bit confused on one thing. Is it Kyle playing with stuff as a kid? He created Misha, or is it Misha themselves? Because it says Misha's childhood dream, right? So it was a creation. His vision, the way he looks now is a creation of Misha's childhood dream.
And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
My lord.
At the end of the
Oh.
journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams.
Wait.
Hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations.
So, okay, wait. Does that mean Misha just like won't be like a thing going forward? Because I'm getting this feeling that like things are gonna change now. But what I'm getting for this now is that Mikhail left, the watchmaker left the little flame, which was the protagonist of the story, Misha, to pass on to future generations?
However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot
Oh,
all
no.
about his task. I apologize for all the confusion.
No, I'm
this
just
caused.
sad because like I feel like things are gonna change very quickly. I don't want poor Misha to like I understand what's happened here now. I think like yeah, where it's like Mikhail left behind Misha as a task to wait for the future Trailblazers, a little part of his like soul left behind for the future Trailblazers. But Misha then escaped because of this desire to leave, and they just forgot about everything and started living their lives as if they were supposed to be there. And that's why probably they go out to interact with Sleepy in that way, you know?
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze.
That's crazy. Yeah, this little part of Mikhail's soul that he left behind had a desire to trailblaze, which in a way is so beautiful. It is so beautiful.
I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it. And that's why he mistakenly appeared
Oh my
as
God,
a hotel
here we
doorman
go.
in her dream from the very beginning.
Yes! How many times has he guided us throughout this whole game? He showed up as a bellboy, which again is generally a hotel guide, let's be honest. Right? They will help you to your room, they'll do all the stuff, you know? Then also we saw him again, right, at when we were transferring from different dreams, right? He was there as well to kind of comfort us and guide us again. And then we saw him in the Dreamflux Reef. He once again guided us towards Robin, right? And around the place as well.
The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning.
So
didn't
wait, so
we?
that is the Watchmaker's legacy is legitimately Misha. I didn't even think of it like that. The Watchmaker's legacy is Misha. And Misha was the reason that Stelle was brought here in the first place? Dear freaking Lord, the Watchmaker's legacy is Misha.
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go
Possibly. This is so amazing. This is legitimately so amazing. How crazy is it that in our first minute of being on Penacony we met Misha, we literally encountered the Watchmaker's legacy already.
But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor.
Okay, so the Stellaron stuff is real, but okay.
I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana. where my friends and I built the original penacony and fought for its future ever since.
Dear freaking Lord, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing.
I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting.
But he left behind Misha.
So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace.
Still burning the engine's furnace?
Now that you're well aware of the current situation of penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this
I have
world
chills.
back on
I have
track.
chills.
But I'll leave that decision to you. For the path of
Oh, the smile.
Trailblazer is never paved by
Can I just say as well, like, how cool it is when he said, when the watchmaker said this, by the way. First of all, yes, very tied to, you know, it's like a Trailblazer because that's what they believe as well, right? But look at this. March smiled. Stelle looked at Himiko with a smile and they both smiled at each other. This was like, we're doing this.
All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts.
What's the gifts?
I want to give you my pocket watch.
Huh?
It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child
Oh,
forward,
Misha.
and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible reveal. Incredible.
And my hat too.
No.
The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never
Can Misha still be like our little son? Can Misha still be like a thing going around the place? Because I don't want to get rid of the hat. It's adorable. Please don't. I love that there is like a spiritual aspect as well, like even like the hat being placed in the head of like the thoughts that are put in your head, and the compass being the guide for this naive child, you know?
Now,
It's very beautiful.
it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old
Oh my
man.
god.
I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
Oh, it's actually like such a crazy, amazing reveal, right? It is. It is.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision.
Oh, you know what the decision is, Himiko. Come on, let's go. You know what the decision is.
Although I don't think anyone will have any
Of course,
objections.
that's those smiles said everything. I choose the Trailblaze. Always.
Of course.
Yes. Oh my
On this
god.
one. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
Oh my god. Whenever like the Trailblazers get so excited about this stuff too, I get so excited.
In that case, it's unanimous.
It is.
Then let's proceed together to the end of this stream and tell Mikhail our decision.
100%. So, just to talk about what was said there, just quickly, just so I can get a grasp on everything. First of all, an incredible reveal, and I think that's one. The best reveals are the ones that you can look back now and go, oh, yes, of course. You know, those ones are like, oh my god, yeah, you know. And that's like what it is for me right now when I'm looking back on all this stuff. I look back on everything that was said and everything that has happened, and I'm like, oh my god, it kind of makes a lot of sense. So what I'm getting from this is that Misha is the spirit of Mikhail the watchmaker, or a spirit left behind that escaped the dream bubble, which made the dream bubble empty, and escaped the dream bubble because it had a Trailblazer spear, but all this time was guiding us as well from the start. Even in like it was just normal ways, they had this urge to guide us and help us out in that way too, and it seems like that's what they were going for here with the guiding aspect of this. At least that's what I got from it anyway. And it seems that the spirit of Mikhail is Misha, who is the spirit of legwork, who was left behind in order to eventually guide the Trailblazers again. So they have to wait for the trade whistle to happen. And it seems like the hat and the compass are two symbols of a guiding spirit and a thoughtful head, I guess, like putting thoughts in their head as well. Is that what we're getting for this as well? And that, yeah, so that's what I'm getting from it so far. That's what I'm getting for the idea from it so far. It seems that Misha is a spirit of Mikhail that was left behind in order to maybe guide as their job to guide the Trailblazers, and they've been doing that all this time. It's just they also had a spirit of adventure and left the dream bubble and forgot all about it at the same time too. And they are a representation of the Watchmaker, and Misha is basically the legacy left behind of the Watchmaker, of a Mikhail who was a mechanic on the Trailblaze train as well. The Astro Express, the Trailblaze train, the Astro Express. At least that's what I'm getting from it right now. That's what I'm understanding about this right now. For me. I think so anyway. I think so. There's a lot to it. There is a lot to it. I'm sure we'll get to understand more of it as we're going forward as well. Really incredible stuff. I adore the way that this story has gone. I really do. We're going in. That was very bright. Oh, what now? What now?
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
So is this is Misha talking to Mikhail?
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain
Brave
Misha.
Captain Misha.
The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me?
And I think then can we say that the voices that we heard since the start of this game was Misha talking to Mikhail then? All this time.
Now go, board that train and start your journey.
The journey of going up to be a Trailblazer, right?
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
So this is Mikhail being or Mikhail Sharwork, Misha being a conductor on the, not a conductor, sorry, the a mechanic, right? But he's cleaning the parlor floor on the train.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
And he also was very good at fixing watches, right?
Yeah.
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
Again, that ability to fix these watches as well.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic.
There we go.
As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
You're gonna have to learn a lot more now, I guess.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next
This is
stop.
our navigator as well. Is something happening with legwork now?
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
Oh, wow.
I see.
That's the other name of the Trailblazers, right?
Place reminds you of home.
Am I right? Yeah, I think so, yeah?
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us.
Right, so this is just right after the rebellion?
Don't worry. Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of Trailblaze will continue.
And did it continue through the spirit of Misha, right?
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with
What was
you.
given to him?
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat.
The hat.
But why?
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come.
So there is more symbolism when it comes to the hat as well.
Farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Wow.
Where are you going, watchmaker?
And they're already calling the watchmaker, by the way.
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in penacony. So why can't it be me?
Oh my god. See, by the way, I've been kind of gonna just like stop to my tracks by it from this as well, but like it's really beautiful artwork as well.
Because you're all we have. Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to penacony if we lose?
We heard Tiernan was lost, right, forever. Is that, if I remember correctly?
But what will happen to penacony if we don't find a way out?
And there's their talking about the idea of like fixing this problem, right? Finding a way out of this as well.
Tiernan. How can I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession.
Whoa.
Just wait for me to come back. What if, and...
Is he saying like going back to being a trailblazer? Because he kind of didn't abandon being a trailblazer. He's always going to have that trailblazing spirit, but it seems like he did like, at one point, like feel like he was outside that because obviously he stayed in penacony to help out.
If I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
Micah.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
So he's much older now as well.
Answer my question.
And there's Gallagher.
What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Is this the idea of the dream bubble?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in penacony.
And you can tell Gallagher definitely looked up to him, right? And didn't want him to like do anything crazy.
If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Is this why he had the idea of the dream bubble stuff with Misha?
Yes. I'm afraid there's no way out in penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Asdana.
No way out.
We'll organize a festival using the watchmaker's
Oh my
legacy
god.
as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
Oh my god, he had this idea already.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
We can see the actual point in where they came up with this idea. That was his idea to like send all the invitations out.
Desperate?
Would you know Gallagher already sent those out?
We have you here, my friend. This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way?
Wow.
Whatever you do, remember.
Yeah, and like what it meant was like we already knew that Gallagher sent him out to obviously like, you know, so, but we're seeing the actual moment when Mikhail came up with this idea.
Make sure to send an invitation to the Astral
Oh
Express.
my god, that was the important one. That was the important one.
Misha! Where are you going?
Misha, where are you going? Is that so? That's Mikhail in the chair there? Mikhail in the chair there?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dream.
Wait, so even Clocky at this moment in his mind was calling him Misha because that was the protagonist that he created, right? Was Misha.
Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
So is this when he wrote down Misha? Okay, I'm sorry. I keep interjecting here because I'm just like trying to like get every point in my head as well. It's not just like for me, like I'm not explaining to you guys. I'm just making sure it's all right in my head as well. So this is that moment he's like, I want to write down the dream. He wrote the dream bubble.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course. You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks.
Yeah.
Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
And that's why Misha remembered that from his childhood as well, right? All the clocks on the wall.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it.
And what's that?
I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages, and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dream.
So he looked up to his grandfather. He looked up to the idea of looked up to his grandpa, and like that watch. So his dream to have a watch that was so powerful, he invented Clocky in his dreams?
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass and set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all.
Is he saying that it was a compass?
It was.
Yeah.
A compass.
Like the one Misha has on his person right now.
So, your name should have been Compassy.
Oh my god, that's so crazy that like his dream all the time was to have a watch, but all along he wanted a compass. So he manifested a clock instead of a compass.
And the watchmaker is just a nameless.
Wow. Again, that's the thing. This legacy that was put on him, the watchmaker, this big thing that is so well known around the entirety of Penacony. It's such a legend. People look up to it. In the end, I'm just a nameless. Whoa.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
Oh my god.
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else.
Don't say that. I just got like sad chills. I don't know if that's possible, but like I think this is like, yeah, like it's that's what I'm saying. I think everything's changing. I don't know if we're just gonna have Misha hanging around anymore. You know what I mean? Our son. By the way, our son was the spirit of an old man this whole time. You know, when people would come over to the different parties and be like, he has an old soul. It's like, yeah, you don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. What an incredible idea they have here as well. Because like to get at like what we're getting at here, it is Mikhail thought that all this time that there was a pocket watch that he wanted, and it's why he became obsessed with watches, why he wanted a pocket watch, and why he even named Clocky was because of the watch that his grandfather had. But he actually found out in the end that it was a compass that was guiding him all this way as well. And in his dreams, he created this protagonist, Misha, who is Misha. And again, it's one of those things where you're playing as a kid and maybe you might call yourself something, so he combined the names Misha. And Clocky then came to him in a dream as well. And that day, he wanted to write down that dream that he was thinking of all that time. He wanted to save Penacony, he really did. And the way he thought to save Penacony was to send out those invitations to the Astral Express and everybody, but send out the invitations to the Astral Express especially, so that they would arrive as well and maybe find this dream bubble as well. But you can see through Mikhail's journey, he was a trailblazer, and then became a rebel, then became a figurehead in Penacony, and in the end, he proclaimed that he died. Or that he left this world, I should say, just a simple trailblazer. And we say simple trailblazers because there's nothing simple about the trailblazers, but I think it's very interesting the contrast in Sunday's words and our words and Mikhail's words. While Sunday's like, you take someone special to be a trailblazer. It takes someone really incredible. Not everyone can do it. And what does Mikhail say? I'm just a trailblazer. And it's so amazing, that contrast to me as well. Because it's not him saying he's weak or he's ordinary, he's nothing. It's that at the end of the day, the Trailblazers don't see themselves as something incredible. They see the journey and the path ahead of them as something incredible. And he had these big ideals put on him. He was the watchmaker. Still to this day, he is someone who everyone looks up to. Clocky is his representation even. But in the end, he just wanted to proclaim that I am just a Trailblazer. What's his move, by the way?
Wait a sec!
Oh my, he throws a clock? He doesn't have a mop as a weapon. Are you kidding me? That's so cute. Because he's like, he used to clean the express as well, right? And he works on clocks too. Oh, and he's like ice as well. Oh, what an adorable character. I hope we don't lose Misha. I really hope we don't. But, you know, Misha was never the bellboy. Misha became a bellboy because that's what they were instinctually drawn to. It's so amazing in that way. The slow walk. Oh, look at this! Look at him. This is my son. That's my son. He's so little. Rest under the moonlight. How about no? How about leave me alone? Oh no, he's gonna sit in the chair, is he?
I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
I don't want to know it. Don't do this. This is, I'm like strangely feeling so emotional right now.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
I don't know.
No,
Oh.
I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This whole time, Misha was waiting for the Astrid Express to show up, and they're here. They're here.
This is where it ends?
This is depressing, man. Like, it's such a beautiful story, it's such an incredible story, but like, depressing.
You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
That's the thing, it never does. Mikhail believes so much in the idea, Mikhail believes so much in the idea of passing that on to other future generations. He believed in the future generation of the Trailblazers.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I know this is like the soul of an old man, but it's still our baby, you know?
So now, it's up to you to decide
Yes.
your next destination.
Just because the journey ends for one person doesn't mean the Trailblaze journey ends.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be?
This is just incredible.
I've been following you.
I know.
Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down,
Oh,
we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
if you told me that I would be getting emotional over a scene with Clocky, I would have told you that to stop making fun of me. You know what I mean? Because that sounds like something like someone like Bean would say. You know, hey, Calvin would probably cry over Clocky. You know, it's a very emotional scene.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream.
Whoa. It's like the scene we saw when we fell into it as well, right?
So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
It's so interesting to see Misha like this, but like just literally like an hour ago he was still just baby Misha, you know?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times.
Yeah.
They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond.
Of course. Absolutely, of course.
But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation.
Yes.
Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions.
Mikhail is a true trailblazer, aren't they? They're a true trailblazer.
Whether it's calming, happy, angry, or sad, all they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong.
It's lovely. Absolutely lovely.
I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others.
It's like leaving again. Misha was left behind as a spirit of the watchmaker, right? A spirit of a trailblazer. And now the nudge is being left behind once again. Like another thing is left behind with Clocky. To help people move forward, to help people move on with their journey.
Such is the essence of clockwork. The will of the Trailblaze.
This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. I'm choking up like crazy. Misha basically saying here that, like, you know, that nudge to move forward, that is the Trailblaze. The uncertainty is part of Trailblazing too, but you just keep moving forward. You need that nudge. No! No, not my
Clocky's
son.
hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands. always pointing ahead.
That hat.
This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
What? What?
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore.
What the hell?
Venturing even further. The penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
What? What? What a freaking scene is that? Just like the hat was left behind for Misha. What? And was that the harmony there as well? What the hell? That scene as well, like the determination. And look at Sunday's face as well. I don't think he was expecting any of this at all. I don't think this was anything he was expecting at all. What the hell?
I can't believe that Aeon would cast a glance at penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblazer?
Yeah.
Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses.
That's incredible. Shipe was not even gazing at penacony at all, and wouldn't gaze, and honestly, like, was disappointed in penacony. Shipe was disappointed in penacony after what had happened, to the point that they took Robin's singing voice away. But the idea that they could be so impressed by the harmony between this girl crew and the Astral Express in general, that they would gaze towards us. And that was the harmony, by the way. Such a beautiful design, such a freaking amazing design for Shipe as well. I am feeling so many things at once here. Absolutely incredible. It went from like a really emotional scene of like Mikhail, like, you know, resting there as well, to passing on that hat to Stelle, who then Stelle like puts it on like this really cool, like, okay, like what are we doing here now? Is that you in a jazz club? Like so freaking cool. And like it's all those situations that I really feel like in any other moment, like that type of thing of like putting on like that like hat and like doing a little slide thing would be so, to me, it would be so like not, how do I say, like wouldn't be cool in your way, but because like they coupled it with like this idea of like the theme of passing on the hats, it works so well in that moment that it was actually like so freaking hype. You know what I mean? It was so hype. There wasn't like an ounce of cheesiness because it was so hype. And it reminds you well of Aventurine passing on the hat to his younger self as well, right? His hat to himself. There's like that symbolism of passing on that knowledge of moving towards the future. Like I really feel like that resonates so much throughout this whole playthrough. I freaking love that cutscene. And then seeing like the determined look on Firefly's face and March's face, and then you have this girl crew staring you down right now. What a freaking scene.
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
So on behalf of the eons of the fallen, they're like, yeah, we want to see what's happening, like front row seat. Incredible.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater
my
to
God.
participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage.
This Charmony Festival has gone from like, oh, that sounds like such a sweet thing, to being like, oh my God, something crazy is about to happen. And this is like the set piece for like whatever like is going to be, we're leading to, right? The Charmony Festival.
Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness.
Drawing the line in the sand. That's what Sunday's doing. Since it's so important, since everything is so at stake, let's make one final like place for battle. It might not even be battle, but you know there will be a boss. Of course there will be. It's like there's always a boss. But I'm saying like let's draw the line and do it there.
If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
That's the thing. You're talking to Trailblazers, just like Mikhail said, right? All they need is a little nudge, and they're on their way. They're on their freaking way, Sunday. You have no idea how much I believe in this crew. You have no idea. You have no idea, Sunday. Whoa, we resonated. Yes, oh my god, look at her. That was a resonation with the harmony. That's what that was. Obviously, like, that's what it was, right? Of course that's what it was. But you have to understand as well, like, in that moment, I wasn't thinking of, like, oh, new power-up. I was just thinking, like, oh, they just, like, resonated with us, right? They looked towards our way. They gazed upon us. But, like, in that moment, it's like, you know, is that, like, you know, like, I didn't really think about the actual power-up as well. I forgot about that aspect. Look at this. Look at this image. Clocky, the bird in the cage, Boothill's gun, Sparkles in the background here as well. Is that Aventurine? That's Aventurine in the background also. Is that? Yeah, that's Sparkle as well, the top two. I think it's a lot of pictures of Sparkle and Aventurine. Oh my freaking god. Should we change it around? This could be a problem with the spoiler thing. What if I, again, don't look and just click? Or just look at, I guess look at the bottom. Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, let's switch, right? Let's switch. Oh my god, the hat! It's so, I know, I love it. I love it. That's so freaking great. Oh my god. Switch to the harmony, sure. When a character's save is switched to a different path, their light cones and relics will be independent of each path. Okay. I'm looking down, by the way, because I knew it was going to go into the character menu of some sign. I'm looking only at the bottom. I have my hand over my face. I'm not doing this. You can trial the current path here to further understand the combat. I'm okay. Well, we could. We could.
Nice.
But, why not? Unless it's like... Okay. Increase the break effect of all allies. Cause additional break damage when allies attack their weakness. Oh, this is the area from before, right? So this is going to be the stage as well? That is the area with... Yes, okay, great, okay. I'm going to all those links to avoid spoiling. Oh my god, are we throwing our hat? It reminds me of Venturine's hat and now, like, the watchmakers too. That's so freaking cool. Oh my freaking god. This is so great.
Please stay tuned.
Oh no, it is like a Venturine. And we have Gallagher as a trial as well, by the way.
Watch yourself.
I know that wasn't a weakness, but it's still okay. It's still okay. So, deals minor imaginary damage to a single enemy. Deals minor imaginary damage to a single enemy. Targets 5 bounces total. Grants all allies the backup dancer effect. Allies with backup dancer have their break effect increased and additionally deals super break damage. Okay. Full-on aerial dance. The Trailblazer regenerates energy when the enemy target's weakness is broken. Now I'm in a ban. At the start of the next battle, increase all allies' break effect. Okay. Okay, I think we got that as well. Oh my freaking god. It is like Adventurine. Oh my freaking god. We're living on with the legacy of Adventurine. Look out!
Let's improvise.
Okay, stop fast forwarding for a second. Look at that. That's so freaking funny.
I'll contain them.
That's so funny to me.
Step up, let's see ya.
A kick? He does kicks? He does kicks?
Stay in step.
Let's go again here. Okay, let's just do a single target, see what it looks like. Literally just throwing her hat at someone. I am amazed. I am absolutely amazed. Because I forgot we're going to resonate with like a new thing, right? Of course we are. That's the game, but like I just didn't think of it mechanics wise. Obviously I knew we resonated with Jipe, but I just wasn't thinking of it like mechanics wise. Does that make sense? Like there's nothing in my brain that was like, oh yeah, like I can't wait to get that new move. Let's try this out. Let's see what this looks like. Oh my god, look at her. Stop.
Let the show begin.
What? And Clocky's here? No! Oh my god, Stelle, you're amazing. Stelle. Incredible stuff. Our backup dancer. Fantastic. She's incredible, right? She's so amazing. That's our gal.
So, let's kick things off with you.
And we can see your move as well, Gallagher.
Nice like a good brew.
Etiquette?
My friends,
Oh, come on.
indulge yourself.
With the... He's like Flame Wolverine or something. I cannot believe Stell's move. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna level up Stelle soon again. But like I definitely want to like have her at Harmony then, because that's super fun. I have my eyes down just in case. I'll take those rewards, thank you. Let's get out of here. Okay. I literally have my hand over my eyebrows looking down at the bottom of the screen. I'm not getting spoiled with this, guys. Incredible stuff. Incredible. And once again, like, it shows how, like, amazing the Trailblazers really are. Because Sheepei, like, not abandoned Penacony, but, like, was just so disappointed to the point that, like, the most resonant person on Penacony, who was Sunday and March 7th. Sunday and Robin. They're so disappointed that they took the voice away from Robin. And that corruption was what was causing. And in that moment, Sheepei with a smile on their face was like, hey, Stelle, I believe in you. You know? Go ahead, let's do it. And again, there is an aspect too. I love the Himiko also all the time. Himiko's amazing in this stuff too, because she also like has dealt with like the idea of the Aeons before. While we're saying, yes, it could be that we're all together to have this perfect harmony with each other, and that's beautiful. It could also be just the plain old idea that the gods want a front row seat to how this is going to turn out in the end. You know what I mean? That could just be it too, and that always can be that. Incredible stuff. And guys, incredible. Did you see what Stelle could do?
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the
I got that vibe. I got the vibe there's going to be a showdown.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah, it's a bit of a showdown. But we got dance moves now.
This is weird. Aren't arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end? But he actually said something like, in all fairness. Could it be that he's underestimating us?
I don't know if that's the case.
Well, in my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy and genuinely wants to prove that the Order is right. I sensed a strong conviction and a desire for dominance in him. Maybe he won't accept the outcome.
This is really good.
He wins fair and square.
Himiko, fantastic. What Himiko's saying is so fantastic because, yes, I think that Sunday is lost and there's a big disappointment in him and me. Not from the perspective of that I hate him or whatsoever, or I think that he doesn't believe in what he's saying. I truly believe he believes in what he's saying. And I've had many like conversations and like even like, you know, like back and forths in the comment section with people about this, very respectfully so, about all the stuff that was happening in the game as well. And for me personally, like it's one of those things where like, yes, I think it should like come down to a vote if it is a decision that we want to make with all the stuff here. But the thing is, he's so sure of himself right now that I think there's also an aspect of his beliefs that if his idea doesn't win out in the end, fair and square, he's never going to be able to look himself in the mirror again, right? Because the one thing that he holds true is that the world is rotten and he's protecting people from that. So if people are able to fight back against that, show the trailblazing spirit of moving forward and choosing your own path, and that's the path that wins in the end, I truly believe that he will be happy to step aside. That's my belief. We'll see how it goes, though.
That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
Yeah, he wants to be right. He won't back down either. He wants to be right. He's such a gentleman, evil, why so nice? I don't think it's evil. I really don't think he's evil. I know that's just a joke. I flexed too hard my swag. I guess I have to pay my dues. Okay, we have to at least once. It's true, though.
You. Every time an important moment arrives, you hesitate.
No, this is the one time it's freaking true. She put on a hat and started doing, like, dance moves. Like, if you can't acknowledge that that was a flex, like, we have to just say it. This is the one time I'm going to do a joke answer here in a serious moment. I'm sorry, I had to. But yeah, I truly believe that in this moment that he will fight tooth and nail, but that's because he believes that He needs to prove that he's right. He wants to prove to us that he's right. He wouldn't have spent all those like the different questions with us either if he didn't want to prove something. You know what I mean? Because he has immense power to resurrect a god, right? He can do this. He has the Stelle on. He has all this stuff. But, right? He doesn't want to do it unless he knows he's right and other people know he's right as well.
We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction, so a follower of the Order won't be a big deal.
Love the enthusiasm, March.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony and fulfilling Mikhail's and his predecessors' long-cherished wishes.
Right.
Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
I love it. And again, 100% taking on the idea of the Trailblazers, what Mikhail wanted as well, right? Mikhail believed in the idea of the future of the Trailblazers, choosing your own path. He left behind this stuff, and I guess like as well, like that hat that we wore as well was a way that like we resonated with the harmony as well in such a very fun and beautiful way. Yeah, 100%.
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight, and they have the profound collective consciousness of the planet of festivities behind them.
100%. 103,000 is what they said. 103,000.
A desire to dream, to slumber and escape reality. All those hidden emotions have given birth to the sweet dream of the Order. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an eon.
Insane.
This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Penacony's future, fighting on the stage alone is not enough.
Yeah, when you think of it this way, though, like they're harnessing the will of an entire planet. It's an eon. They're trying to resurrect an eon.
What do you mean? Are you not coming
It
with
seems
us?
it seems something else needs to be done as well.
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Please be safe. Please be safe. Well, she's a Stellar Hunter as well. Like, look at that little smile, right? This is what I'm saying, right? The Stellar Hunters, sweetest characters in the world. They have the sweetest character, the scariest character. They have the most like emotionally cool character in Blade. They have the most techie character. I mean, like legitimately, like, you know, if there is like a prize, you have to give it to the Stellar Hunters. You know, it's just facts at this stage.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them.
So again, he only tells them little bits, which makes sense, so they don't go off that path too much, right?
Because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of
How does that
kings."
work?
3 times? This can't be serious.
You already experienced it once, right?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true, but in a way that will only be revealed when that page is turned.
Oh my god, imagine dying, like having that happen 2 more times. But we know it didn't kill her, obviously, the first time. But we don't know what's going to happen with the other times. That's the thing, we never know in Honkai Star Rail what the story is going to entail next at all. You never know.
So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it.
What do you mean?
If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you.
As long as you're safe. I don't, like, again, I love the support, but as long as you're safe, like, what is it? Can you explain what's about to happen?
Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death won't come true in the most terrible
Wait,
form.
what? And she's saying that by winning in this battle, then the third death won't happen? Did Elio tell her that, like, basically, like, if you fail, the third death will happen in its most terrible form, so we have to win this or else she's gonna die?
The most terrible form? Does that mean
the true death.
Yeah.
Where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
I'm sorry, but there's no way in hell we have to win.
We must do everything we can to prevent
Yes, 100%.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
And I think they're talking about, by the way, as well, when they're saying the eternal sweet dream of the Order, that's what they want. That when the true death is actually doesn't mean her death. It will mean everyone will be in this like idyllic world forever, right?
Yes.
Which you want to avoid that.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Please. Very much please.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone.
Oh my god.
May your trailblazing expedition never end.
And may your stellar on hunting be hunting. Honestly, genuinely, thank you so much, Firefly, for everything. You're incredible. Wait, what? Wait, what's happening? Oh, Firefly, those sad eyes.
I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun.
Oh my
And
god.
whispered to me,
Oh!
like fire.
Is that Robin's theme?
My biggest death. May we meet again. In reality.
Oh my god, incredible. Incredible. They played... We're back here? I need a second. I need a second. That was amazing. They played the track that played when we were with Firefly on top of the roof. The song that she loves to listen to. As she turned into Sam to go on her own journey. But then we went on our path as well. I guess towards the Charity Festival stage. So beautiful what they do with music in this game. And in that moment as well with, you could tell that Firefly does, she loves the Astral Express. You could tell she loves Stelle as well. And I believe her when she says she wants to meet in real life. Oh my god. Again, such incredible moments with music in this game. And they calling back to that song again after such a long time when we first talked to Firefly. I'm so impressed as always. This game continues to break my mind in such beautiful ways. Honestly. Honestly.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic
It's the same
history,
conversation.
and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation.
And what is the invitation? Oh, I know what the invitation is. Sorry, guys. My mind is my mind is gone. My mind is gone. What's the invitation? Oh, yeah, the thing that started this whole frickin' arc.
That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
My love for this character is astronomical.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
And again, I love Blade is so gentle with Firefly. So gentle.
You mean my 3 deaths?
So they knew about this back then as well. Obviously, they're given like small parts of the script.
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
So it's part of Silverwolf's script, but not Blade. So why is Blade saying it's such a shame? Oh, because of the death,
I
yeah.
want to live. I'm never afraid of death. The opposite of death is eternal life, and that's something I'll never desire.
And again, from Blade's perspective, he yearns for death. You know what I mean? So he could be. I know it's like a weird way to boil it down to it, but it's probably a jealousy, like that you get to have 3 deaths and I come back every single time. But what she's saying here as well is so true. Like again, it's my stance in as well, which is like, you know, eternal life is never something she'll desire. She never wants this. She never did, and she said this to Sunday herself. You know.
People die, and I am no exception. Death is like a script, a fate that cannot be defied. But that's exactly why we have to choose where we want to rest from.
And that's the thing. That's her whole story. The ability to choose. The right to choose.
Do you exist just to perish?
Oh, Blade.
Are you not the same, Blade? The end you desire is not one dictated by others.
But that's what you'd hope for, right, as well, right?
If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. I believe I should die as a human.
And that's, oh my god, that's doubly thing for again, like, she's a weapon as Sam. Sam is a weapon, both literally and figuratively, as a weapon for for Elio. You know what I mean? Both figurative and literal in this sense too.
Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved onto their tombstone.
I want so badly for Firefly to get to choose her path, to get to choose her life, to get to decide what happens.
The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry.
Iron Cavalry.
Then it changed to Stellaron Hunter. But one day, it will bear the name Firefly.
Incredible.
And all the brilliance she
Oh.
showed at the end of her life.
My gal. Amazing. So, like, again, she's saying, like, I don't want to be just known as a Stellaron Hunter. I don't want to be just known as Sam. I don't want to be known as the Cavalry. I want to be Firefly. And that's what, again, that's what's really, she's really talking about this whole time. She wants to be herself. She wants to be known as herself. And that's, again, one of the reasons why she didn't even want to face Stella one time, is because she didn't want Stella to see her as Sam. She wanted Stella to always see her as Firefly. And that's why I know she truly cares about Stella as well, by the way. Incredible. So we're in Dreamflux Reef?
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan
Gallagher
would actually work? Do all you nameless fools just act on a whim?
I mean, I feel like it's like it feels like random chats. I think Elio would be like, but it does feel a lot of times with like what we do with the Stellaron stuff, we just fall into certain situations.
I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end.
Wow.
The nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve this goal. Just like you did in your time.
And this is such an important thing, I think, for Gallagher as well, by the way. Someone who has dedicated a lot of his life to Mikhail. Someone who's dedicated his life to the Bloodhound family and... the Bloodhound family, to the to Mikhail's to members of Mikhail's family. Like I think this is so important for Mikhail as well, to kind of like be able to talk like this to for Gallagher to be able to talk like this to Mikhail. I think it's so important, and to come to terms with everything as well, right?
It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, it ceases to exist.
Oh man, is he saying that he's not gonna be there to see this?
Yeah, not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable, I guess.
Yes.
If we weren't bound by those cursed paths, maybe we could have had some good talks.
Is he talking about Sunday, or I think he's talking about Sunday, right? Because he's saying like Sunday is just like you, and again, he is stubborn. He won't give up, no matter what. And he's saying if we weren't bound by both our paths of where we went on our journey, where Sunday's again a cursed path. I agree, it's a cursed path if they are talking about Sunday, and Gallagher's path as well, also a cursed path. A cursed fictional path, I guess is what you could say. Maybe in another lifetime they could have been friends, you know?
But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots cursed us? They said, "Go to hell, you worthless traitors." Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but if longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you fool.
Oh my frick. See, he's like saying like if freedom is death, buddy, see you soon. That's really beautiful. It's a beautiful sentiment as well, and it's very like from Gallagher's perspective, it's a beautiful sentiment because it's not just like something that's super like, which we love some mushy and sad stuff as well. It's a very Gallagher way of saying, I'll see you soon, buddy. You know, it's a very Gallagher way of saying, I can't wait to see you. Right? Very beautiful stuff again.
Let's get together and have supper again in hell.
Like, you know what I mean? This is such to me, this fits Gallagher's personality so well. You know? Of someone who doesn't sugarcoat. Now, he does, like, obviously have, like, a flair to him. But I feel like a lot of times he, like, is very, like, forward. You know what I mean?
Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer.
Are you serious? He'd raise the glass to Stelle? Okay, Gallagher, you're incredible. Thank you so much.
To the imperfect tomorrow.
Oh my god, he got like a something stuck in his throat there. You know when like you're about to cry but you hold it down? It felt like that. It did feel like that. I think it is an emotional thing for him because even if he is like this tough guy who like is very forward and he's talking about going to hell, not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow and not knowing if you're even going to be here and not knowing like what's the outcome of this is a terrifying idea. It is. Very terrifying. Where are we going now?
It's warm here.
What?
You're lucky to have found shelter from the rain. Let alone fresh berries in this desolate place.
And now we're back with freaking Acheron in the Galaxy Ranger 2. There's so much stuff happening all at once.
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly strong in a place like this.
So that's how he found this? She found this by following this. Okay.
It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy.
But she can't taste the flavor?
The only downside is that when you chew it, it becomes extremely spicy.
Oh, interesting. So it has not only, I guess you could say spicy is a flavor, but like not only does it have like a very juicy flavor, but when you bite into it, you're also going to feel the spice too. But she's saying there's no flavor?
Have you lost your sense of taste?
Yeah.
I can still taste certain things, like a faint sweetness. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Acheron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky, and when it landed on my tongue, it tasted like raspberries.
Such a beautiful description here.
The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that what's tying everything together isn't the big events, but rather these small yet unforgettable moments.
That's, again, another beautiful... There's so many beautiful sentiments in this episode. Right? And that is... I think it's you can tie that to your own life as well. I feel like so anyway as well. You know? The big events matter, of course they do, but it's small, tiny things that, like, build up to, like, one big thing.
Don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face.
Self-annihilator.
At least I haven't completely lost my senses and memories yet.
Well, congratulations on adding another footnote to your journey.
Yeah?
By the way, are you always alone?
No, I had a companion in Acheron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX.
Yeah?
She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Achevilli's.
Who is this?
Quite an ambition for such a small girl. So, what happened?
She became stagnant water.
Huh?
Well, my condolences.
Oh, is she talking about the hands in the water?
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So, that's what I did.
Yeah, I'm glad she took that message with her as well. These Acheron scenes with this Galaxy Ranger are so incredible to me all the time, because it definitely feels like they not only have this like you know, connection with each other as they're talking, but it definitely feels like Acheron is a character who at times like doesn't really always understand what their next path is going to be, sometimes can feel lost. And it feels like when she's like at most her ease was when she was talking to this Galaxy Ranger. Like it's almost like she opens up entirely to this character, you know? So it makes it's no surprise that she wanted to help him and so much as well.
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Incredible. You see what I mean? He's like a mentor to her. It's incredible.
Or perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you. What do you fear?
And that's such a good question too, because again, Acheron is a character who like we saw ourselves face like unimaginable power and not back down.
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her.
Oh,
just like all the
horrible.
other days.
Absolutely horrible.
Most of them have already washed away with the rain, disappearing into an unseen realm.
Because again, that's again what this is. Again, it's like she forgets parts of her memory. I think there's someone tampering with her. That's what we saw. That's what our theory was. Someone was tampering with her mind as well, making her forget stuff. Because even Black Swan couldn't figure out what was going on in her head at one point.
I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this faint, warm red, there's almost nothing.
And is that what she said to us as well at the start too, that there would be like a hint of like red amongst the black and white? Imagine living your life, and this is again, there's themes that throughout Penacony altogether. Like the idea of Firefly losing herself and becoming less part of the world. The idea of, as well here with Acheron, losing her memories, and hear how sad it is to talk about how like she's so worried she will lose the memory of a Trailblazer she used to travel with. Like that is so sad to think about. Can you imagine that in your life? Imagine at any point you're thinking to yourself, geez, what if I forget those times I had with my best friend when we were like 8? You know what I mean? While it seems like I'm like it's like a random thing to think about, but it's like one of those things where it's like, well, what if I forgot that holiday I had one time? While it seems like you know, in the grand scheme of things that happen in Penacony, you might be like, oh, that's not as big of a deal. I think it's a massive deal. For someone's mind, for someone's emotions, this would be terrifying to me.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos finding warmth in red color.
And again, a ranger in quotations, right?
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. And that for every remaining moment of my life, I'd strive for a better ending for all.
Acheron. And is that why she said that to us at the start as well? This goal, this promise to bring this warmth to people, to get a better aim from them. That's probably why she cares so much about, you know, changing Penacony as well.
As long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. It represents a burning fire, blooming flower, the berries in this cave, and life itself, fleeting yet still dazzling.
Again, everything in this whole part of this episode we've done has been just beautiful writing. She sees that red color as this hopeful thing, this warmth that she still has amongst all the coldness of herself, that warmth. And she's saying that like, this thing could fade at any moment, but it's still so bright that it's still making me want to move forward.
In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
So she wants to be disconnected from the. She doesn't want to be an emanator. Sorry, I was going to say harbinger. She doesn't want to be an emanator. Which I guess would like make sense. Like this stuff has like been this journey she's been on has definitely been like weighing on her. You can tell as well that she does care about a lot of people more than we even gave her credit in the start. How much help she's been giving to everyone on, even like without even being asked, how much she's been helping everyone.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. That's truly pure nihility.
So is he saying that it's ironic? But it's not ironic, it makes sense that nihility, since it is like this cycle of nothingness, they give their power to someone, and in the end that's going to be the thing that destroys them as well.
But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time near this stagnant water...
So that's what the stagnant water was.
Only when I look at this vibrant red fire do I realize that I'm still alive.
Oh my god, and relating that fire to the red warmth that she has amongst the black and white. Because he stares out at that sea for so long, that stagnant black water, that he reminds himself that he's alive when he sees this burning flame. Just like the way she sees her flickering and fleeting red warmth.
When will this rain ever stop?
She asked the question about the rain before as well, right?
Perhaps when the sorrows of the departed have finally quieted down, the sky will clear up.
Oh my god, the message as well, like the rain will stop when these people are able to rest finally, and that's what he wanted all along as well. 4 hours? Oh my god, we're back here. Are you kidding me? Let's go.
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung?
The way she's saying
One of the
this.
paradises under the influence of the Harmony, a sought-after wonderland for the inhabitants of the Dardanum major and minor systems. Half an amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
So that's the moment when the 103,000 joined the family. So everyone on that, half an amber era ago, that's when everyone joined the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
I think that's what they're aiming for, right? They're aiming to make everyone fall under the same kind of spell.
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used the watchmaker's invitation to keep all the Pathstriders here, but banished the emanator of the nihility.
Right.
Because of the nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths, but somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them. Maybe that's the risk they're trying to avoid.
So because nihility is a path that... Again, I'm not quite sure, but she's saying that they don't want her infiltrating the paths while they're trying to resurrect this Aeon.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail.
Look at my man.
It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But Penacony is different. If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason to do that.
Right, but we do know that they are planning on resurrecting... Well, they don't know this, right? But we do know they are planning on resurrecting an Aeon and trying to bring everyone into this idyllic world, as Firefly called the third death. But what I never thought about this. What Don Hung is saying is actually very true in a way. There's so many people from all different factions all over the world. You have mass fools. You had IPC members. You have people from all these different factions. That if you end up doing something like this to them, how are they going to feel about that?
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony.
But they don't serve the Harmony. They don't. They serve the Aeon within the Harmony.
What do you mean?
Come on. Oh my god, Acheron. Look at my beautiful boy.
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurity.
Yes, 100%.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazeronth, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe. and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons.
Okay.
2 paths lost their eons in that war, the propagation and the order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a certain eon.
So the Order is the one that has the Great One, right? The one that they want to bring back.
Shipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Anna, is that the name of the Eon? So like, okay, so Shipe was the one who did this.
Holy forkaroni.
Forkaroni?
So you're saying that the 2 leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
Which would be... They said it here as well, sorry, the propagation and the order. The propagation and the order, okay.
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky Choir are hiding within the family, trying to resurrect a fallen eon?
Oh my god. Look at my smart man. That's why he's so smart. Oh my god.
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
I love that you put like a bunch of really this is Honkai Star Rail, by the way. They do this all the time. You put 4 capable people in a room and they will figure something out. I love it.
This is getting way too complicated.
Holy wubba-boo.
Is this why you want us to leave Astana right away? Are you giving up?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm no matter what. A warp jump is the best way to do
I wonder
so.
what that is.
Time is running out.
It is. It 100% is. You have 4 hours left. My man. I love him so much. I really do.
I have another plan.
Oh?
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath?
Why?
Exactly. The assistance from the lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Are you serious? We're actually gonna get Cloud Knights involved?
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are...
Oh.
They're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
You wanna fuck off right now, Honkai Star Rail. Oh my lord. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Oh. That is so beautiful. That is Danhung. I love you so much. I love that this is the thing. No one can ever accuse Danhung of being cold, right? He's quiet. But he loves those people in the Astral Express so much, and they love him. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Oh, if I knew it was going to be cut off there, I would have stayed him longer. 3 hours? What? It was such a beautiful thing you said there. And now we have, what? Can you slow down?
Are you the only one here, my child?
And that's the Dream Master all along, was watching them all along. What Danhung said there infiltrated my heart so freaking quickly. Oh my freaking god. I am devastated. Ooh. I feel like every time some big conversation happens and then they go, oh yeah, here's something else. Are you the one here, my child?
The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. An IPC starship.
Oh my god, the IPC is descending. Where is this place? Is this the stage?
This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who harmonizes the varied sounds?
She's not doing it. She doesn't want to do it. But but is she gonna be forced to do it?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
Wait, is he gonna do it?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival in our plan.
There's such a sinister energy to the Dream Master, right? Like, it's crazy going from one of the most beautiful lines in the history of video games to this.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
Somebody's gonna sing?
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on a second. So he's saying there's gonna be. So he sees this as he could see this as a betrayal. He's taking down the other sun.
Do you believe in karma?
What is happening?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
Is he biting back against Gopherwood here?
All right. Since you're willing to
No.
sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
What are you talking about? Sacrifice?
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
Is whoever sings at the Charmony Festival, did they die?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order.
Oh, look at this.
And one of you is destined to follow this path to the end.
Is this part of your plan?
I don't even know what they're talking about right now, even fully, I'll be honest. So is that one of them is supposed to die?
Of course. You're still as clever as you were when you were a child. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony and reveal your karma.
And the way he describes it, to seize the power of the harmony as well.
I have one final question, Master.
Oh my god, this is like such a weird, it's a tense scene, but it's also like, it makes me feel so weird.
Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams?
Interesting question. Look at all the different statues around here. Like, look at this image here.
It's for justice, my child.
Justice?
If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the harmony did.
What do you mean? What do you mean by this?
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
What?
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times.
That's because it's your dream. Oh, Sunday. Come on, Sunday, please. What the hell is happening?
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun.
Why is my heart pounding? I don't even know. I barely know what's going on.
Bathed in my
Oh
light,
my god.
My people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
Two hours, no, stop.
This is the interior of the Penacony Grand Theater.
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad.
I bet.
Why is the venue still closed when the Charmony Festival is about to start?
I'm gonna save this video so you can maybe watch it again at the end here, by the way. Because I'm still not quite sure on what everything was going on there. He said that he said the Dream Master wasn't the one who was using the Stellaron to corrupt this place. And he said that this was all about justice. To correct the errors in the Harmony's way. To not repeat the same mistakes the Harmony made. And it seems that Sunday is going on to... Maybe I'm getting some of it, but it's not everything. The Sunday is going on to sacrifice himself somehow. And that one of the twins always was on the path to the end of this. Like, and it sounded like one of them had to die no matter what. And he's betraying the idea of the original plan so he can sacrifice himself for Robin. And again, I have no doubt in my mind that like he would take 25 bullets for Robin over and over again. I have no doubt in my mind that Sunday would do this. So that part's not surprising. I'm not surprised he's sacrificing himself. You know what I mean? Sunday's that type of guy that if you told me you had to die 1,000 times for Robin, he'd say 1,001. There you go. You know, he's that type of person. Like, and he's that type of brother. But it seems that like he's going to be singing at the Harmony Festival instead of Robin.
And not only that, the entire theater is eerily quiet. No audience, no staff, no one around.
That is strange. Are we too late?
Even if we're late, a grand theater like this shouldn't be completely empty. Let's explore around. Be careful, everyone.
We got the watchmaker's hat. I'm going to go back to... Because we're going to end the episode here. And we're going to go back to the parlor car and we're going to talk about some of this stuff. Before anything else. I think that this episode was one of the wildest episodes that happened, because where it started, like, it was so crazy, because it started just on like this little walk with Misha to think, oh, maybe there's something that is really important about them, to then finding out completely that the important thing about Misha was actually the fact that they were a piece left behind by the watchmaker. Misha is a combined name for legwork, which was Mikhail and Char. Kind of like, it's not a combined name, but it's like a name that sounds like that way if you put them together, like, you know, Misha, Mishar. But Misha was a representation of a protagonist in the story from Mikhail's playtime or the childhood, and that's why they manifested like this. And they were left behind as a guide, as a thing for this Astral Express to find. Because Mikhail, like, stayed behind to save people on Penacony. That's what Mikhail did. And to the point that, like, he was there for so long that he, like, obviously fell in love with Penacony. And that's why he kind of, like, set up this thing so the Trailblazers could find us, because he knew if there's anyone that could help out in this sense, it was the Trailblazers. He believed in the Trailblazers so much in their future. So he created this dream bubble with Misha in it and Clocky. But because he has such a trailblazing spirit, and no matter what, at the end of the day, he is always just a trailblazer, Misha escaped from that dream bubble and still had this urge to guide Stelle, to guide the other Trailblazers. I think it's absolutely incredible, that aspect of the story. It's insane. It's such an amazing aspect in the story. I think it's such a beautiful thing, but it's such a sad thing at the same time too. Like, you know, because Misha was like our little son, but like, I guess like it's one of those things where like eventually, like, you know, things will change in stories. You saw that happen with Aventurine as well. And in those moments, well, all that led to the connection then with Mikhail and the passing over of the hat. I think the dream bubble even turned into a hat that Stelle took the hat off of Mikhail, wore it herself, and then resonated with the Harmony itself and got a new power with the Harmony then. Which was an incredible, like, amazing, astounding moment where, like, we saw, like, all the girl crew, the Trailblazers themselves, have this, like, really, like, powerful, like, determined look on their face as they headed towards Sunday. And you can even see Sunday was a little shook by it. He's like, oh my god, you resonate with the Harmony, why? And of course, there was different theories on why they resonate with the Harmony too. But yeah, that's what Misha is. Misha is that representation of, that was left behind, the spirit left behind of Mikhail. That was like a protagonist in their story, that was there for the Astral Express. He was supposed to wait until he heard the Astral Express noise, which was the whistle. Because Mikhail was a member of the Astral Express. He was a mechanic. He loved the Astral Express, but he stayed behind on Penacony to obviously save Penacony. And to save Penacony, he truly believed the only people that could save Penacony was the Astral Express. And I think it's such a beautiful thing that he put his fate in the future of the Astral Express as well, to the point that he, like, you know, symbolically left a part of himself behind to wait for them to arrive. And in that moment, it's like it's so beautiful that, like, Misha was trying to guide us no matter what. He was the bellboy. They were trying to guide us to Rob and all this stuff too. And then also symbolically, the hat and the compass, right? Because it looks like a pocket watch, but it's a compass that is to guide people, and the hat that is the knowledge that will bring people forward towards the future as well. And I think that's such a really interesting thing. Like, these things that, like, were just a thing about his design was actually like a big part of, like, Mikhail's story. Mikhail became obsessed with watches, but actually all this time it was a compass that was attached to his grandfather that he thought that he wanted to become a watchmaker. And it's so interesting that his whole name, the Watchmaker, is designed around a false perception, because he wanted to become a watchmaker and a repairer of watches because he saw his grandfather with a watch. Like, that's a really stunning idea, and I think they did a really good job with that. We resonated with the harmony, and in that moment, I think Sunday kind of believed it was because everyone was so amazing together and they had such harmony together. But Himiko brought forth the idea that sometimes the aliens just want a front row seats to all this stuff too, you know? And now that we're resonating with the harmony, and it's so amazing that we are resonating with the harmony, because throughout this whole time, they showcased that the harmony was pissed off at Penacony, to the point that the symbiotic relationship they had with the people of Penacony and the family changed completely, to the point that they took stuff back, even took Robin's singing voice. So to resonate with Stelle in that way makes me so happy once again for Stelle, just showcasing why she is, like, you know, she is the Trailblazer. She is like she has that Stellaron inside her. Like, I don't want to say, like, you know, the unknown variable, you could say as well, but she is, like, you know, I think the way I'll describe it in one line, I think Elio is right to put his faith in Stelle. I think always has been right to put his faith in that character. 110%. Because, like it or not, Elio might have seen this as well, because he led us all to this path as well. He did. Incredible stuff. We then saw Firefly kind of have this determination with her as well, that she believed that there's going to be 3 deaths. There's going to be another death that's going to happen again for her, and then the final death is what she wants to prevent, which is the true death, which is like on Penacony, I believe, where everyone will go into the idyllic world that the Dream Master and Sunday wants everyone to go into, and she wants to prevent that no matter what, because she believes death is much better than an eternal life, always. That's her perception. That's how she feels. And not only that, but, like, she had the conversation with Blade, and Blade was talking to her, and, like, Blade knew about this as well. Blade knew about the 3 deaths.
Nice.
But even in that car, we got, once again, the crux of her whole personality. She loves the Astral Express because they are what she wants to be. She wants to be able to choose life for herself, to be able to make decisions for herself. And that's what Firefly will always be as a character. And I think that's why she's so perfect for a story like this, and matching that story, you know, she's so perfect for that as well. Yeah, absolutely amazing with that scene as well. Right after that, we also had the scene with Acheron and the Galaxy Ranger. And she talked about how she used to be with this Trailblazer who became part of the stagnant water. But she also was talking about the idea that she's worried that she will forget this stuff, but at all times there's always this warmth inside of her, this flickering light that keeps her moving forward, that she wants to spread, and has promised that she would spread this to people to make sure their lives are better. Amongst the black and white, she has that flicker, right? They talked about that, the flicker of red. And he compared it to, like, the idea of a fire as well. When you're staring at stagnant water all the time and you get to see a fire for the first time in a while, it reminds you of you that you're alive. And with Acheron, her whole life feels very dark. There's a lot of black and white. There's a lot of, like, pain and forgetfulness and forgetting your past. But that red warmth that she still has is the reason she's keeping going forward, because she wants to spread that to other people as well. And again, she said as well, something huge, she wants to cut herself off from Nihility. I don't think she wants to be an Emanator anymore, and she's going to kill, it seems she wants to kill Nihility, which again, pulling it off would be absolutely insane. It really would be. But then again, like, if there's anyone I wouldn't doubt, it's Acheron. If there's anyone I wouldn't doubt, it's Acheron. But yeah, another beautiful sentiment there. I think it's absolutely amazing whenever the two of them talk, that Galaxy Ranger and Acheron, but it's also very heartbreaking as well, because we have this idea that, you know, forgetting your friends, forgetting your loved ones, but still moving forward is such a powerful thing for Acheron. She's amazing. After all those ideas, after all the things in her head of like all like the dread of forgetting people, the emotions and the sadness of forgetting people, she still finds time to help other people. And now it makes sense as well why she was so drawn to helping so many people, where she was always in the shadows. Let's do this, let's do that. I can help you with this. She helped Aventurine. She wants what's everyone is in their best interest, at least what they want in their lives, you know? And it's a really beautiful idea. Where we started with Acheron, where we ended up is so amazing in the difference, honestly. Yeah. And then on the Astral Express, we had all the, you know, the characters, Boot Hill, Acheron, Black Swan, all together, kind of like, and Don Hung, by the way, he was there too. Of course he was. Kind of making this like trying to piece everything together in terms of their ideas. And there's something that Acheron wanted to figure out when it came to this like a theory that she had, which can only be done through a warp jump. But Dan Hong actually like realized as well at that time too. He was like, there's probably something happening where they want to resurrect something on those like an eon, or resurrect those fallen eons. And also, they talked about Sheepe being the reason for the demise of those fallen eons, which is the propagation and the propagation and the one, isn't it? Yeah. So I wonder if that's what justice means. When the Dream Master then came along and said that this is about justice, does he want to do this to Penacony because it is resonant with the harmony, and this will be justice for their fallen eon, maybe? For the fall of the one, for the fall of the order, for the fall of the propagation? That could possibly be it. Maybe that's what justice means in the end. Is that's what they want to do for in terms of justice. But they then said as well there was like I guess a betrayal on Sunday's behalf, where he doesn't want Robin to sing on the stage. He will sing on the stage instead. And the Dream Master said, you two twins were born and you were on the same path where one of you would like meet their end, or one of you would get to the end of the path. And I wonder if there was always this destiny thing where one of them had to die. And Sunday's stepping up even now. And you could say he's trying to, you know, fulfill the plan as well. Of course he is, 100%. But I also think in terms of Sunday, I think he's also doesn't want his sister to die. So I think he's going against the plan even in this moment, because he knows the consequences. He knows what will happen, but he doesn't want those consequences to befall Robin. So he's going to perform at the Charmony Festival. And not only that, with the Charmony Festival, he set out a challenge for us. He said to us he wants to see us at the Charmony Festival. He's going to fight us at the Charmony Festival, because he, as a character, truly believes that he is only right if his plan wins out in the end. Not because of by chance, not because we left it alone, because we, even though we still believed it, we left it alone. He wants to win this and be sure that what he's doing is perfectly correct, and reaffirm that as well. And I think, again, that shows Sunday's character in such a fantastic way. Sunday as a character is a character I don't believe is evil whatsoever. He's a character that has been corrupted by the Dream Master to an unbelievably sad degree. And not only that, he is so determined in his views and has seen so much suffering and the trauma he's experienced by seeing Robin being shot in the neck. That was just one thing, but he's seen this all over, the suffering of all these people. He truly believes, and I mean this, he's not lying when he says he wants to end all suffering for people. He wants everyone to be happy. But the Dream Master, I just don't see it the way. I think the Dream Master is doing this probably for revenge then. Probably against the harmony. He wants so badly to maybe gain justice for what happened to the Order, that his views on this might be different from Sunday's, and I think that's maybe what will clash in the end, honestly, when it comes to the belief system that they both have. Because I don't believe Sunday's evil. I don't believe so. I'm waiting for a breakthrough moment for him that I really want to happen. I don't think that in the end I'm going to hate Sunday at all. I don't think so. That's just my idea. I don't think there's going to be a hatred for Sunday. I'll just be honest with you there. I don't think there is. So yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, like what I gather from this episode. Misha was the legacy of the Watchmaker all along. They were a part left behind by the Watchmaker to meet up with the Astral Express and guide them. It escaped, but now we brought it back to the Dream Bubble, and then I realized who they were, and then they left. He had to wait. He was supposed. I'm getting jumbled up here. He was supposed to wait for the sound of the Astral Express, and now he has finally gone to his resting place, his final journey. And what he wants is that nudge for everyone else, and he's wanted that all along. That nudge for everyone else to move forward with the journey. In that moment, Stelle resonated with Harmony, and then the challenge was set, and the gauntlet was set for the Charity Festival with Sunday. We then, after that, had the moment with Firefly, basically telling everyone that she wanted to meet up with them in real life, which is a big part of her character, wanted to choose life for herself, wanted to be herself, wanting to not be a weapon. That's such a huge part of that story, her wanting to not just be Sam, not fight for something like that. She wants to be herself. And that's what she wants. She wants to avoid this final death at all costs because she believes that death is even better than eternal life for her. Nice. We had the scene with Blade, which once again showcased Firefly's beliefs. The scene with Acheron, which I think showcased her beliefs as well and how she wants to move forward and make life better for other people too, but also cut herself off from nihility. Then we had the stuff with Dan Heng, which was amazing, by the way, and I can't believe I didn't say this before because it actually caught me off guard so much. Even though I know he feels this way, it was such an amazing moment. He is calling upon the Jade Abacus, which I believe is it's one time you can use this, and he's calling upon the Cloud Knights as well of the Luofu to help him here. And the consequences is he won't be able to use this again, and he's doing this because he cares more about the members of the Astral Express and how much he loves them. And that's such a beautiful moment. It didn't catch me off guard in a way that I didn't think he'd say this. It caught me off guard in a way that's like, oh my god, this is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moment. And I was so happy to hear it. Once again, just incredible. Just absolutely incredible with the stuff with Dan Heng as well. Showcasing once again, he's not a cold character. He cares so much about the members of the Astral Express. And it's the same thing with all of them. They love each other so dearly, which is why I think Firefly would fit in so well with this. It's so funny how I started off this episode thinking that Misha is going to be joining up with us, but it actually ended up in a much different path again. Yeah, this is such an interesting part of the story. There's so much stuff happening at once. There's so many different threads that are going to be probably explained even more as we're going forward too. Everyone has their own journey. Acheron, Firefly, the Astral Express girl crew there, the Dan Heng and Boot Hill and all those characters, Sunday, wherever March and Weltar, everyone is converging on this one moment, and it's going to be this big, big finale. I really feel like it is. Not saying the finale is going to be next episode. It might be the episode after that. I'm taking my time with this, but absolutely incredible stuff. That's going to do for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, and thank you so much for supporting this series. There's a lot today. There was a lot going on today, but I want to thank you so much for being awesome and being cool. I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much for everything. It's been an amazing series, and if you want to become a patron and support the series or support the or on YouTube, you can do it as well, YouTube membership. I can say that you get a thank you if you're at the highest tier. You get your name in the credits at the second highest tier. Then you can get involved in Q&As and stuff like that as well, and all that stuff as well. Thank you so much to Ty Fire 2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, the Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yuld, Radish, Adusta, Link Smarky, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasperian, Jared Beanham, and at the highest tier of my YouTube, Roy Gamer 7, Blasco, and Lucinagi. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.